Here's what we got from Quinnipiac, all right? Harris at 49, Trump at 46, still within the margin of error in North Carolina. Let me clear this and go to, all right, this is Georgia. By the way, in North Carolina, you see who's not on here? Robert Kennedy. It's very significant. Late last night. We're going to talk about that in a moment here. Now let's go to Georgia, okay? And here we go. Trump at 49, Harris at 45, slightly outside the margin of error, 3.2 for Trump if it goes that way. Let me show you this now. This is the calendar. We've been showing you this because, I mean, all this stuff is changing. We're here now, presidential debate tonight, but we thought North Carolina was going to start on Friday, and all that's been put on hold because of the decision from the state Supreme Court late last night. We'll get to Pennsylvania in another week, and then Virginia popping up here down the calendar route. Presidential race. I'll just show you North Carolina right now and show you what Joe Biden did well in North Carolina back in 2020. Essentially, in North Carolina, he cut the margin from Hillary Clinton in half. Trump won the state, 1.4 points. But if you go back to 2016, same state now, Trump won the state by almost 4. So Biden did better in a lot of these big counties like Wake County, where you find Raleigh, and Mecklenburg County, where you find Charlotte. Charlotte here, Raleigh over here. And that helped keep Biden competitive. Let me go back to 2020 just so you see it again, all right? Trump wins the state. It was close, if you remember that night, 74,481. What do Democrats smell in North Carolina now? Michael Whatley should know. He's the RNC chair, and he's from North Carolina. Do they see something here? And if so, are the 16 electoral votes up for grabs for Kamala Harris?
North Carolina went for Donald Trump in 2016. It went for him in 2020, and it's going to go for him again in 2024. The Democrats have definitely been investing a lot of time and energy in North Carolina. But at the end of the day, North Carolina voters want a strong America. They want a strong North Carolina. They really, truly care about the same issues that we see in other battleground states, which are whether or not we're going to have a strong economy, we're going to have a strong southern border, and we're going to have a strong standing in the world. This one poll is an outlier. Every other poll that we've seen over the last several weeks shows President Trump with a consistent, durable 1.2 2-point leads, which is about where we feel that state is right now. But we feel very comfortable that Donald Trump is going to carry the Tar Heel state.
Two more questions here, then I want to ask you about tonight in the debate. Our polling found that Trump leads nationally among independents by 8 points. But this is what they found at Quinnipiac. In North Carolina, he only leads by 5. And then in Georgia, it's tied, 46-46. Why would that be, Michael?
Well, you have to go into the different methodologies and look at the crosstabs, things along those lines. What we like to do is take a look at each individual poll over time and how it's doing, you know, compared to previous polls. One thing that we have seen in all of the battleground states is Donald Trump is doing better than he did at this same time in 2020 or even 2016. So we feel very comfortable about the margins and what we're seeing. And we're also seeing growth on him. We can tell that the sugar high for Kamala Harris after they pushed Joe Biden off the stage is wearing off, and that this thing is returning back to what we think is a regular election cycle conversation. Where it's going to focus on the issues, and Donald Trump has a very durable lead when it comes to issues like the economy, inflation, the southern border, and where we stand in the world with our relative strength compared to the rest of the world.
Okay, we'll see how he makes that argument tonight. Robert Kennedy wants off the ballot in all the battleground states. He's getting his wish in North Carolina on the screen now, but in Michigan, he remains on the ballot. I don't know what Wisconsin does in the end. Right now, he'll be on the ballot in Wisconsin. Maybe that changes. But North Carolina late last night said it's going to cost us money, it's going to cost us time, but we're going to take his name off the ballot. What is the effect of that, whether it's in North Carolina or Michigan?
Well, I think all of those voters are going to take a very hard look at Donald Trump. I think they're going to like what they see. The fact that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has said that Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy, and he certainly has the stripes to show it, is going to really have an impact on his voters. What we're already seeing is a dramatic decline in people who are voting for other. People are picking sides, and when they do, that settling out is a net positive for Donald Trump.
Okay, something we'll be watching very carefully come the evening of November 5th. 30 seconds, Michael. What should viewers expect tonight?
They're going to see Donald Trump lay out his vision for making America great again. He's the only candidate in this race who's trying to unify the entire country and who's going to talk about how he is going to restore our southern border, rebuild our economy, and make sure that America is strong enough to be able to protect our interests at home and abroad.
We'll be watching. Michael Whatley, head of the RNC. Thank you, sir, for coming on. We'll speak again soon. Thank you for your time today.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.